Okay, hi everyone. Going to be doing a quick-ish video um, on a problem that many believe is coming. I happen to be one of those people. I think it's pretty much provably going to happen, and that is that there's going to come a time for those of us that live in countries like the US, Canada, UK, etc. Um, they are engineering food shortages. So there's coming a time, probably this winter, um, where we're going to find it very difficult to get the foods that we're used to getting, if anything. Very minimal amounts of fresh foods for sure. And that's something that I guess what we call the preppers have talked about for years. But it looks like finally this is happening. And so a lot of people that weren't ever before what we would call preppers are suddenly becoming preppers. And I'm getting a lot of questions about how we can prepare and what kind of foods that can we store that also provide all the nutrients that we need and all of this kind of stuff. So I thought I would touch on that. Because I think there's no question. I mean, I'm not going to go through all the news stories that people are aware of, the cargo ships that are building up all around the US and not being able to get their um, deliveries in. And there's a whole range of different events, all conspiring with one purpose. Um, some people obviously will believe it's coincidental and accidental, but most of us can see that this is an agenda and that there's going to be very little food. And the people who've not taken the medications that they want us to take are going to be the last in any queue to get food to be allowed into stores, etc., etc. So what do we do about that? And there's a lot of talk about living in the woods and all the rest of it. Some people maybe that's an answer. So I'm going to talk about something that I've personally done to prepare myself. Um, and so, one very inexpensive-ish food that you can have that's going to be bulk to help to fill you, not necessarily going to do too much on nutrition. There's some nutrition, but that would be rice. So a great idea to start with, to have something to fill yourself, to make you feel satisfied with the other things I'm going to suggest, is you get the big 10 kilo plus sacks of rice. That's going to last for years and years. If nothing ever happens, you can still use that rice, so it's not going to have wasted any money. Pretty much certainly prices of food are going to go up anyway, so the earlier you get it, the more money you're going to save, and since it lasts for years, why not? So I'm going to start off by saying get yourself rice. Okay, that is a food that, as I say, is inexpensive and it's filling. You don't need much of it, and it doesn't need much preparation or anything. Just boiling it in water is all you need to do. So that's for the filling side. Now, how about the nutrients? Well, fruit and veggies and stuff like that is going to be one of the first things to go and be difficult to get. So I'm going to recommend a product that I use anyway. Forget shortages and all the rest of it. I use this anyway. I'm going to explain why, and I'm going to explain how it can fit into this particular situation. So this is it. This is it. This is 44 superfoods that are organic, grown in minerally rich soil, and one scoop of this stuff is the equivalent nutritionally of 33 servings of organic fruit and veggies. So I'm going to explain what this is, a little bit about it, costs, and so on, and what it's got in terms of nutrition. So let's just pop on over here and start to have a look at this. So first of all, let's look at the ingredients. I don't know if you can see that. You might, if you're looking on a phone, you might not be able to, but I'm not going to read all through them because there's so many. But for example, just in this top part here, we've got barley grass, alfalfa grass, organic, all of it's organic, wheat grass, oat grass, This is all the grasses, obviously. We've got broccoli, cabbage, kale, spinach, spirulina, chlorella, sea kelp, ginseng, macatee, cilantro, milk thistle, parsley, dandelion leaf, turmeric root, flax, Jerusalem artichoke, chia. Uh, what else have we got? We've got probiotic blends in here. We've got organic pumpkin, carrot, beetroot, lohan berry, acerola, blackcurrant, blueberry, cranberry, goji berry, pomegranate. We've got the mushrooms like cordyceps, shiitake, and so on. There's 5 different mushrooms, turkey tail. There is a lot of foods in here, all organic, and there's nothing else added apart from food. So it's all food. So some of the things that this will do. First off, right at the top here is vitamins and minerals. So which vitamins and minerals has it got? Right, well, minerals, there are 60 minerals that the human body needs as far as we know, and it contains all of them, all 60. There's a lot of talk about certain minerals that people focus on, like zinc or magnesium. It's got them. Magnesium, it's got high amounts because magnesium in food comes from greens, and there's a lot of greens in there, for example. Calcium, iron, all of the zinc, chromium, vanadium, everything. It's got all of the minerals and all of the vitamins, all of them, even the ones that aren't normally in plants like B12, because it's got the algae in there which cover that. Now, in a spirit of complete openness to my personal beliefs, I want you to understand that I personally believe that there are certain nutrients better from animal products. So I just mentioned iron. It's got iron, but it's plant iron, and in the case of iron, it's better to come from animal sources. And vitamin A, better to come from animal sources. So there's a handful of nutrients which are better from animal sources. However, as far as plants go, this has got all of the nutrients in terms of minerals and vitamins that you need. So this is a phenomenal nutrient dense powerhouse that you could add to rice. Now, I'm not saying it's going to make a super tasty meal. However, as far as greens go, by the way, this is a very good greens taste wise. So by just having this one product and rice for the filling nature of it, you're going to be covered for so much of everything that you need. Now, I'm going to comment on something else that you can add that's an animal-based product to cover some of the fats and what have you. But for now, let's just stay here for a minute. So that is the super greens. Now let me just look at cost for a minute. So you can purchase them in singles or multiple packs. The most cost-effective way is to do it in a 5-pack, and it works out at $47.99 per canister. Now, when you think that the canister has 30 servings, and each serving is the equivalent of 33 servings of organic fruit and veggies, except for that it's a much broader cross section of fruit and veggies than you would normally purchase. But anyway, nutritionally, it's the equivalent of 33. Then each serving is costing you, each 33 serving is costing you well under $2. You couldn't buy it and make it yourself with regular vegetables. Forget organic superfood vegetables. You just couldn't do it. So $47.99 per canister when you do the 5-pack, or you can do a 3-pack and it works out at $53.32 a canister, or indeed you can do singles and then it's $67.95. I'm going to just tell you towards the end, although it's not going to be very much longer, but I'm going to tell you about an offer for a $50 coupon for somebody, who the first person to ask for it, basically. Okay, so that is the super greens. We can, if you couldn't see, hold on, where the ingredients, then maybe it might be slightly easier to see like that. Again, because on video you can pause, but that is the full list of ingredients right there as well. Okay, so something else that, let me just stop sharing. How do I do that? Stop sharing. There we go. Okay, so something else that you can get stock up on, which will provide the fats, omega-3 and so on, animal sources, would be butter or ghee. Ghee keeps very, very well. Butter, you know, if it's refrigerated, it lasts a long time as well. So butter or ghee would provide the good fats and some of the like vitamin A and so on that I prefer from animal sources. It would also improve the taste of your rice greens. Now, hopefully you've got some other foods and other things, but I'm just, worst case scenario, you can't get any food at all. If you've got this already stocked, you could easily last, you know, a year or so comfortably without too much trouble. So this, by being a little bit prepared, you should be able to ride out the storm, or what they call the dark winter that's coming. And listen, this is what I use as a base for health anyway. So people should be doing stuff like this anyway, because our diets, frankly, even if we eat well, they're not covering all the nutrients we need. So this is something that you could do anyway, even if it weren't you know, potentially a dire situation where we can't get hold of foods. So now I mentioned $50. So if somebody doesn't want to jump in and buy bulk, they don't want to prep like that, but they'd like to try it and just buy one canister, I have a $50 code for one person, and they can bet if they just buy two and then $50 off, they'll be paying slightly more than for one, but they'll be getting two. I'm happy to do, I've got one of these, that's it. One code, it works once. Whoever asks for it, I will give it. If I have 2 or 3 people ask, I'll give it all 2 or 3, but the first one to use it, it's gone for the others. Okay, this code only works once. So I'll give it to as many people as ask, and the first person to actually go in and use it, we'll have it, and it expires on Sunday anyway, so it's only got a couple of days lifespan. So I have one of those codes. I'm really happy to give it anyone who's never ordered a product from this company before. Hey Kayla, if you're not, Kayla, have you done an order from this company before? If not, I will send it to you immediately that I finish this this live. Can't remember if you are a customer of Touchstone. The company's Touchstone. Can't remember if you are a customer or not. But if you're not, you can use it. Be very happy, and you know, I love giving people phenomenal deals. It's not me giving it, of course. It's the company. They give me a certain number of them. So if you have the spray, then you're a customer. So can't do it for you, Kayla. Sorry about that. But that means someone else can grab it. So. Yeah, the Zeolite spray is another product that I love, and it comes from the same company. That's the two products that they do that are world class. So of all the greens I've ever used and seen, this one is the best I've ever come across, and the Zeolite equally. Those two products absolutely kick ass. The company does other products. They do a nano CBD, they do a protein shake and a whole pile of other stuff, but the two products that I believe to be outstanding world class are this one, the Super Greens, and the Nano Zeolite, which is what you're talking about, Kayla. Okay, so hopefully, guys, that's going to give one person a phenomenal deal, and giving you a bit of information. If you have any questions or you want to know a bit more about anything I've said, I'll be happy to answer those questions. God bless you all. I really hope that we're not put in the situation that I've described. I'm in Brazil. It doesn't look like it's going to happen here for now. But if you're in the US, or Blemo's just done a little message, and he's in the UK, in London, so he's going to be affected for sure. You know, so we've got to be prepared. And like I say, these things are things we can use anyway and are really great for us anyway. So in the best case scenario where everything gets turned around and it doesn't happen, I can't see that, because I just can't see it. But if it does and doesn't happen and food's available for everybody and the price doesn't rocket through the roof so we can afford it and all the rest of it, great. That'll be fantastic. You can still use it and it'll be great. But in the event it does happen, which is what I'm very confident it will, to the point that I left the UK to avoid this situation, that's how confident I am of it. Let me just show you a scoop I just thought. So it comes with a scoop, and there we go. So you don't put that much in. You have a flat scoop, but I just did it a bit over so that you could actually see it. But that's the scoop. Okay, so it contains 30 odd of those scoops. Okay, people are asking me for this now. Yeah, Blemmer. I'm getting lots and lots of people asking, lots of preppers that I've never spoke to before, suddenly saying, "Hey, I've heard about this green juice," and what have you. I like people to get on the zeolite as well because they're bombarding us with the graphene oxide and there's a belief that may or may not be correct about the spike protein shedding, and it will take that out. It will take radiation out. It will take the graphene oxide out. It will take radiation. It's amazing stuff. So I like people to be on that, but that's a whole different subject, which wasn't really the goal of this. So there we go. Hope this was informative. Hope it was helpful. If you want the 50 and you can use it before Sunday, preferably earlier than that, because like I say, I will give as many people as ask me for this code, I'll give it to them, and it only works once. So it's the first person to use it will get the 50. In the UK, it's not $50, it's £50. It's actually better in the UK. So you basically buy one and you'll get another one free in the UK, whereas in the US it's $50 and they're slightly over $50 when you buy just one or two. So anyway, there we go. Awesome. God bless everybody. Have a great day. Bye.